Well, hello everyone. I'm Lex Lamon. I'm here to celebrate the 50th year for the class of 73 in lovely Lake Havasu City. And so I'd like to tell you a little bit story about the first time I arrived here was to the south when there was no road, and my dad picked us up in a boat and arrived after dark, so I got to navigate because there weren't any navigational aids, and so I got to put the spotlight on getting here after dark. What an adventure, and I had just read Tom Sawyer, and this really filled the bill. And then the years went on, and it, for me, it's just home. I'd lived from one end of California, from San Diego to Sacramento. And anyway, there's just not ever been another place like this, I don't believe, that someone could hope to share their history with. And so here we all are tonight, you know, we're bringing our mementos from the 70s. And not only did I bring mine from the Squaw House, and Joni's mother is in here with her pieces from the Squaw House, I got another one, and I'm sure everybody might be a little interested in this one. That's right out of the 70s. It's an image of C.B. Wood. He's got a pot of chili there, an oil well, and the London Bridge. Great memento, huh? So I've been in Tucson. I moved away from Lake Havasu in 1980. So it's really amazing to have all of these friendships cultured that have gone on in spite of living elsewhere. So that's about all I got for you for now. I'll send somebody else out and tell their bit too.
Hi, my name is David Sedevy, and I graduated in 1973, and growing up here in Lake Havasu was ultimate, and it was wide open, and we had a lot of freedom here. And my best friend is up next. His name is John Holman, and I'm Cheech, he's Chong, and we've always been pretty tight. And you know what? I've met a lot of good people I grew up here in Lake Havasu with, and I don't live here anymore. I live in Tucson, but you know what? My roots are here, and they're always going to be here. And I love Lake Havasu forever.
Hi, I'm John Holman. Here, I was class of 73. We were the first graduating class in Lake Havasu to go all 4 years. I started here as a freshman, moved up from Parker, and the first time I came up to Lake Havasu, it was all dirt road from the Bill Williams River all the way up to Lake Havasu. Or if you wanted to stay on the paved road, you had to run around to Needles to stay on the highway. We had a great time growing up here in Lake Havasu. There was only about 7,000 people when we first moved here. No stoplights at all inside of Lake Havasu at all. I remember when we got the first one over on, Smoke Tree and McCullough, I believe, was the first one, and everybody was just amazed that, hey, Havasu is growing up. But Havasu is a great place to grow up. We had the lake. We didn't have quite the crowds we do today. It was just a fantastic place to grow up. Very small. Everybody seemed to know everybody when I was in high school. And then I moved away after that, went up to Flagstaff, but ended up back in Kingman, and I'm back here in Lake Havasu quite a bit. Still have a lot of good friends and a lot of good memories here.
Hi, my name is Monica Barbary, Woodard, and I was a member of an 11-member family here named the Barbarys in Lake Havasu. We moved here in 1971, and my father retired from the Navy and moved all of us out here because he thought it was, healthier, and we were from the Bay Area, California, and he wanted to get away from all the drugs and all that good stuff. So we came here, and I think we were shocked at first because there wasn't a lot of the green that we were used to in California, but the desert grows on you and you come to appreciate it. And we had such a great time. Havasu was like an amazing place to grow up as a teenager. I had the opportunity to sing with Conway Twitty under the London Bridge. I was also picked up by KFWJ, the local radio station, and sang at when businesses opened up. And in 1970s, there was a lot of businesses opening up. So it was a great, great opportunity. I had so much fun. Sunshine wasn't just something that you got to feel. You got to live the sunshine of Lake Havasu. So thanks, and I'm really glad to be here and having some fun. So.
My name's Tim Ryan. I moved here in 1967. I was about 11, 12 years old. Came out here from Chicago on a train, took 3 days, 2 nights, and moved to Havasu. And I helped our cousins come out here before that in 66, so I loved it then. So I asked my mom if I could come out here and stay with my cousins, and I did for 3 years when my parents moved out. And I just loved the outdoors. We were able to ride our dirt bikes to school almost, and the fishing, water, hunting, and the freedom of nobody else being here, not right now. But yeah, I love Havasu. Been here 57 years. So.
Hi, I'm Greg Esme, and this is Nancy Dreyer. I moved here with my parents when I was 12 years old, and one of my favorite memories as a young teenager was going to the Nautical Inn and swimming all day and jumping off the cliffs. And I graduated in 1973 from Lake Havasu City.
Hi, I'm Chris Osmond. I grew up here in Havasu. I got here in 1971, and I graduated in the class in 1977. My favorite memory of Havasu is knowing that all this was sand at one time, and all my friends were here, and it's just great to grow up here, and I really appreciate all these people coming down for this. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Donna Bess Carlton, also Donna Tatham. Moved here in 1969. This is my friend Robin Van Cleef. We were best friends in junior high and high school. And one of my favorite memories is when I used to sneak out my bedroom window to go to her house. She was the only house that had grass in her front yard. And we would sit on her front lawn and do what? Bad things. No, we played the guitars.
Oh, we played the guitars. Yeah. But the thing was, Donna's parents wouldn't let her out because they were very strict. So she would make me wait until the air conditioner went on, and then I'd open the window and we'd sneak out. Sometimes we'd go to the mini market.
Yeah, sometimes we'd go to the mini market on her little 70. And then Mike Riley, the sheriff at that time, he'd always arrest us, and Robin would have to scrub the floors at the volunteer sheriff's department. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Best days ever. You know, we used to think, oh, there's not enough here. Honestly, we had more than we ever knew.
Best childhood ever, right?
Best childhood.
Best childhood.
We just did then we were so popular. Oh yeah, the whole thing is.
Hi, my name is Ava Anderson Abraham. I graduated in 1977. Our family moved here from California in 1973. Our parents had a business called Dunham's R&R, which was out there across from Mission Linen, where there was no buildings, nothing. My brothers and sisters, we all went here. We had, what was it, the house on North Pima and Acoma, and every Friday it was party at the Andersons. So, you know, that's where we all met because our parents were out on the lake. We thank God for the lake because our parents were always gone every weekend. And memorable, I just loved how the town was back then in the 70s. It was nice. You could leave your doors open. You could just go out. Everybody knew everybody. The Havasu High School was awesome because everybody helped everybody, and we all just kind of flowed, and you had your jocks and you had your, you know, your stoners, and you had but it was fun. We all had fun. So, but yeah, it was a great time. And I love Havasu. I've been here since 1973, not going anywhere.
Hi, my name is Lynn Teeple. I moved here in 1969, and my most memorable moment was the day I arrived when I was 12 years old, and it was 128 degrees outside, and my parents made me wait in the car.
I'm Sandy Alger. We moved here in 1968, and we moved here with my dad was a pastor, and we built the Lake Havasu Baptist Church. Graduated in 73, high school sweethearts with Mark Alger, and we've been married 48 years, so it took. Favorite memory, it was 8th grade, I suppose, when I played the piano at the dedication of the Cornerstone with the Lord Mayor of London, and it really was special. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Randy Mitchell. I moved here in 1969. My mother, we moved over from West Covina, California. My mother worked for the Havasu Hotel. When the people were flying in, she was a waitress there, and my stepdad drove the bus from the airport to the hotel. My best memory of Lake Havasu was I was working down at the Nautical Inn, and they asked me to get on my motorcycle and drive into Chick's Bottle Shop and buy this guy a toothbrush and toothpaste. This guy was C.B. Woods. He gave me a $50 bill. When I came back, he told me to keep the change. In that time, it was a lot of money. I loved it.
Hello, I'm Michael Sterling. I graduated in 1972 and we moved here in June of 1970. She wants me to say a favorite memory. I've got a lot. In fact, the bridge is right there. We wired the bridge. I've been inside the bridge when it was being built from one end to the other. And fish and chips place, we wired that. And I remember we had to put floodlights in right for the original bridge dedication where I was struggling putting the floodlights in all the trees that used to be down there that they took out. So sad to see all concrete now, no trees. But yep, love it here.
Hi, my name is Lucia Radice. Everyone knows me as Pudge. My parents came out on a McCulloch flight from Chicago in 1971, and they bought property. Then in 1973, we drove out here for a vacation, and my parents said, well, this is when I retire, this is where we're gonna move. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. So in 75, my dad got fed up working and decided he'd put the house up for sale, and I'm like, it'll be okay. It'll take a while to sell. I can finish my high school years back here. No such luck. So in 1975, we moved here in July, in the heat of the summer. And all the way out here, I'm like, I hate you. I don't want to move here. I hate you. But when we got here, there was about 4,000 people. And I met some people while we were staying at the Acoma Inn while our house was being built. My fondest memories of living here is hanging down at Site 6 on the Big and Crooked and having many, many crazy parties. And down at the Nautical Beach and playing volleyball and mud shark and all the parties and the bonfire parties and finding cul-de-sacs to party on. And the keg parties, it was one big party. There's no more empty cul-de-sacs now.
My name's Sean Turner. Moved here in 1969, graduating class of 76. Thing I enjoyed the most was all the hot rodding back in those days.
My name is David Abe. I moved here in 1968. I'm in the graduating class of 1963. I think my best memory of growing up in Lake Havasu was camping on the little island off of Body Beach for a month at a time. You know, back in the 60s and the early 70s, a bunch of us did that for, our parents would drop off food to us, and sometimes they would forget, but we just fished a lot and had a great time and enjoyed the lake.
Hi, my name is Rems Turner. I came here in 1969, graduated in 1975. My favorite memory of Lake Havasu is in the mornings when the lake was just like glass. It was so smooth with no wakes anywhere.
Hello, my name's Bill Rowe. Moved here in 1969, graduated in 1976. Love cruising.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Schneider. I moved here in the middle of 8th grade, February of 1973. My favorite times on the lake is definitely boating. I graduated in 77 and I love Havasu. I've never left.
Good morning, my name is Deirdre Alexander. I moved here in November of 1967. I had one son at the time and I was pregnant with another son who came in June of 68 in Needles because there was no hospital here. 1,500 people, it was wonderful. Came for the lake and the mountains and the out of doors. So the boys grew up here, loved it, left town, went to college. I stayed, we stayed. I worked at Safeway for 25 years. Nothing about Havasu that I do not like. Favorite memories are just the lake and people. Thank you.